This mound is red because we are in the iron deposits of this national park, which not only the park but the area all around it is iron ore. It's interesting to look at this, see that opening portion, whether it was done by nature and abandoned or by the termites is not worth fixing up, but you can notice how big bulges like this, one to the lower left, one to the right, one to the further right, and then all across the left hand side are all products of expansion. I don't know if they use these things for cooling, like there was some kind of air conditioning system or not. This dark line that goes all the way up the tree is in fact a mud tunnel, if you will, created by the termites who occupy these mounds. It's their way of avoiding sunlight and yet getting up to these dead branches, which they will then consume the insides of, just like they do molding work near a window on a home. Looks like Space Gate. Several stream pools. Another pool. I believe that's the sound of their crow, which has this whiny sound to it. Then we begin the stairs of the giants, my name. Breathing hard after the climb. It's interesting how I can do that. My lungs still work after a bit. Heart seems good. And all this was formed, it started to be formed about 2.5 billion years ago. And then the landmass rose. Why it rose, I don't know. That would be an interesting question. But it is beautiful with the red, and it becomes highly polished because of the water. when you're down in the bed, very much in that instance like Chisos Mountains and Big Bend National Park. And then I think we We're standing on the platform that looks over Junction Pool, which is the junction of these four canyons down below. What's curious is that this is a gate. Now let me show you what the gate shows you. Probably 400 or 500 feet straight down. This is snappy gum. It's called that because when you break or when you slam down one of the dead branches, it breaks into good fire-sized pieces. The white has a dust on it that protects the tree from some fire damage, but it can be mixed with other things and used as a sunscreen. These dead plants or dead limbs are often either the cause of a fire, or in drought circumstances the tree will actually kill off its own just to reduce the demand on its nutrients. Then the termites will hollow that out, and then it'll be used by birds and mice and so forth, who then deposit their feces in it, which now in turn kicks back nutrients into the tree. Quite a comprehensive symbiotic entity. Is called spinfex. I mean, this plant. It's indigenous to this, all of this part of Western Australia, and it's kind of a pincushiony, really tough, hard grass, sharp grass that you don't want to be caught on. That was a nice little hike straight down there. Now we're in the bottom of this canyon. Fortescue Falls is up that way, but we won't go that way. We're going down through this. It's a very, very pretty area. A big, brilliant white gum tree. It's interesting, these layers that were laid down volcanically. I mean, if you were in Rome, you'd think these were certainly the remains of some notable building or a part of an Appian Way, till you realize the stones were too massive. But they fracture on 90-degree lines. The irony, this is so remote a national park that easily 85–90% of Australians never get here. Here's a pretty little spot. What a dramatic piece of geology. Plain card layers of block with this big rounded one on top. Maybe by the time I get back to look at this, I'll know how to create a still photo from it. Again, this wall here has the look of something made by the Mayans, using slab on slab rather than individual stones.
where they filmed crocodiles and they still got eaten. It was years ago. Sky mining, so one of the main popular ones, and that's all about Whitmoon. There's